The Italians already faced restrictions on the coronavirus because the first country in the EU that was affected by the pandemic is still under strict containment measures. 7 out of every 10 Italians resist the new restrictions, according to a new survey. Citizens of Bel Paese have met the wall, tired of a health emergency and the restrictions imposed by the Conte and Draghi governments to stop the spread of the plague. What seems obvious to everyone for a while now has been confirmed by a survey conducted by Alessandra Ghisleri. The research shows that only 1 in 3 Italians say they still feel strong to move forward in this situation. Among them, 34% are retired. The main causes to undermine people's psychological strength are the fear of contagion, but above all the harsh restrictions to contain the pandemic which, by limiting personal freedom, upset everyday life. 30.6% of the interviewees say they can no longer cope psychologically. Among the ones who want more freedom, was the majority of the voters of the main parties of the center-right and Italia Viva, while among the most strict, was the majority of supporters of the Democratic Party, the center-left and the M5s. According to a report on Tuesday that most European Union countries will have enough COVID-19 vaccine to vaccinate the majority of their people by the end of June. The report also said Germany, France, Italy, Spain and the Netherlands will be able to fully vaccinate more than 55% of their population by the end of June. The numbers confirm public estimates of vaccines the 27-nation bloc expects to receive in the second quarter. The Commission has repeatedly said the EU, with a population of nearly 450 million, is to receive about 360 million doses by the end of June in addition to about 100 million already shipped. That would be sufficient to meet its target of vaccinating at least 70% of the bloc's adult population by the summer. The bloc expects to receive in the April to June period 55 million doses of the single-dose vaccine developed by Johnson & Johnson, and another 300 million of two-dose shots from BioNTech Pfizer, AstraZeneca and Moderna. The EU has coordinated the purchase of vaccines with EU governments but has no power on vaccination plans, which are run by EU states. Rollouts depend on supplies but also on vaccination programs, which have often been hampered in EU states because of safety and effectiveness concerns over the AstraZeneca vaccine. The vaccine rollout picked up in the bloc at the end of March after a slow start. But so far, only 10% of Europeans have received the first dose of a vaccine, with just 4% of citizens fully vaccinated in the bloc. In comparison, Britain has inoculated over 50% of its population with a first jab.